It is a beautiful day today, and today I'm going to be showing you my 2019 Zippers Performance Harley-Davidson Street Glide. Let's go. Let me introduce you to Zulu, my 2019 Street Glide. Most of you have seen this motorcycle on the channel before, but if it's your first time coming to the channel, my name is Tall and this is YouTube channel Traveling Tall, and the channel is about motorcycles, Harley-Davidson motorcycles. Today's video, we're talking about Harley-Davidson Performance. This is my 2019 Street Glide that used to be a 107 that has been bumped up all the way to a 128 that's making 150 something foot-pounds of torque, but makes over 180 horsepower at the rear wheel, SAE, on pump gas. Today, I'm gonna be giving you a full walk around and telling you how this 128 makes over 180 horsepower at the rear wheel on pump gas. So you guys know where I took it to, Zippers Performance. Let's start at the front and we'll make our way to the back. I wanted a lightweight wheel, but not a carbon fiber wheel, and that's why I went with RC Components Laguna lightweight wheel. Shinko on the front, and of course, you know I got the Shinko on the back, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. This fender is a stock fender. I just like the way stock fenders look. And the little Sardi fender, I could possibly change it to that, maybe carbon fiber in the future, but the stock fender works for me. I had the forks blacked out right here. You can see, because it was a standard, it had the aluminum forks. They're all blacked out. The internals, Öhlins is the best in the business. Öhlins has a fantastic suspension. I also have the Gaffler brakes in the front. These are KST bars. They're 6-bend kickers. I used to ride this bike across country, even with built motors. So I wanted to keep my hands behind the fairing. So they are KST 6-bend kickers, 10-inch bars. But when you put the bars right there at 10 inches, your stock mirror location will not work anymore. So I had to get the KST drop down mirror brackets. The seat is a Lepera seat. This is a daddy long legs Lepera kick flip seat. I like it because it sits me back 2 inches, it sits me up 2 inches, and being 6'6", this is a seat that I need for this motorcycle. I've toured cross country on this seat several times. I have the Hertz 6x9s in the bags. Shout out to Volunteer Audio. I got the 2 Hertz in the front and I got the Hertz amp. Very powerful, very loud. Fantastic sound too. Let's go to the back. Of course, it has the matching RC component wheel in the back, but it's a 17. And the reason why you do that is because the 17, you have a better selection of tires with the 17. So I have a 17-inch 200 Shinko drag hookup. And that allows this bike to have maximum traction. If you've ever ran a bike with a drag hookup on it, especially being a 200 going up from 190 to a 200, it makes a world of difference. And I think it looks really good. It's very, very beefy. You got the Gaffler rotors under there too, and you got the big 200 tire right there, the drag hookup made by Shinko. Very important to have something like that. When you have a lot of horsepower, you need something to put the power to the ground, or it's not worth anything, right? You see I took the fender fillers out, and I also deleted the little mullet that had the tri-bar light on the back. Shows off that 200 tire, makes the bike lighter, and it just looks more performance oriented to me. And I had the Öhlins suspension in the front. I got the Screaming Eagle Öhlins suspension with the remote reservoirs in the rear. Also, I got rid of that dog bone on the back and went with a Custom Dynamics fender light kit. I think it looks really good. You guys can see it's all about keeping that sleek profile. All the performance aesthetics is what I was looking for with this bike. So this right here is my Harley-Davidson primary cover. I had it all blacked out. Remember, this was a chrome and black motorcycle. I got the horn cover blacked out too. Also have the Harley-Davidson Motor Company primary cover that looks pretty cool. Right here, you'll see my ultra cool oil cooler. Now that is a game changer. Guys, if you have a big M8 motorcycle, especially Generation 1 M8, you need the ultra cool to keep that engine oil cool. Big bore kits make a lot of heat, and that's important. So make sure you guys check out ultra cool. Give JJ a call and tell him Tall sent you on that one as well. And down here, you can see there's a Trask transmission vent down there. All right, guys, so now let's get into the most exciting part. This is a Zippers Performance 128 Stage 4. stage 4 with maybe just a little something else done to it. But Zipper's Performance 128 stage 4. Guys, when I tell you this thing is a monster, out of all the motorcycles that I have with big bore kits on it, this is by far the most radical motorcycle that I have. This thing scares me. I have to, when I haven't ridden this bike in a while, I have to work my way into riding this because it is so aggressive, seriously. Now let me tell you, it's making around 154 foot-pounds of torque, and it's a 128, which is impressive for a 128. But what is outstanding, it's making over 180 horsepower at the rear wheel, SAE, and on pump gas. This motorcycle right here, I'm telling you, is one of the stoutest bikes that I have ever ridden. So now let me tell you what they did so you'll kind of understand what you have to do to make big numbers like that, especially on pump gas. If you're looking at this right here, this is the difference. 74 millimeter manifold made by Zipper's Performance. If you're gonna make big power, you're gonna need a lot of air. Obviously, you can look at the size of this filter and know that this thing is bringing a lot of air in, right? But look at how they have this elbow right here, this air cleaner. They actually took the throttle body and put it out here behind the filter. And then you have this runner. If you guys remember those old 70s muscle cars that had those long runners, well, you have this long runner right here, and it makes a ton of power. The cam is a 588 cam, red shift. Zipper's Performance makes the big bore kits. They also do head work. We'll talk about that in just a second. But the red shift cam is the cam. Shout out to Adam again. He made a 588 cam to go on this motorcycle right here. We also have stage 4 heads on this bike. Guys, if you need to get some head work on your motorcycle, give Zipper's Performance a call. They have an exchange program where you send your heads in, they can do your heads and send them back and keep you riding and be ready for the next riding season. If you're gonna make 180 horsepower, you ain't gonna do that on the stock crank. So you need to get a dark horse flywheel. So this motorcycle has a dark horse flywheel in it. And here's the thing, guys. Out of all this, I've had this bike, it got like 40,000 miles on it, rode it cross country, launched it at the drag track numerous amount of times. I still have the stock transmission. Now, I don't have the stock clutch, but I have the stock transmission. And speaking of the clutch, I have a custom-made Bandit Machine Works clutch that's in this bike right here with heavy-duty clutch springs. I told you big power generates a lot more heat. You have to be able to protect your motor. And the only fluid that I run in this motorcycle is Redline synthetic fluid. I run Redline synthetic oil, Redline synthetic primary fluid, and Redline synthetic transmission fluid. From drag racers to everybody that's running a high performance motor uses Redline synthetic oil. And that's what I choose to run in this. And guys, last but not least, I've had a lot of exhaust on this motorcycle. There's levels of exhaust. Once you get to a certain level, you can actually choke out your motor by not having the correct size exhaust on it. This is my Traveling Tall Burns Edition pipe. I've had this on the bike for two years now, and they have them in stock. So if you're interested in getting the best exhaust on the market for big bore kits that's making over, you need at least be making over 160 before you even consider putting a Burns on there. You're probably at the edge at 160 horsepower. Anything over 170, you definitely need a Burns. And Burns Stainless does a fantastic job. This is a custom exhaust that they made for me, and it sounds fantastic. And I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Oh, and last but not least, I said last but not least, I will talk about what's under the seat, the Thunder Max tuner. Thunder Max ties it all together. It helps this bike to run proper. It has wideband oxygen sensors so it can be tuned properly. It also has the new Thunder Max 2-step where you can, well, AKA launch control, you can set it to a certain RPM, it'll hold it there, and then you let it go, and then you're going down the track. In my opinion, there's a lot of other tuners out there, but Thunder Max is consistently the best performance tuner for Harley-Davidson motorcycles. I can't leave without letting you guys hear this. You gotta hear what it sounds like. This new Burns Stainless exhaust sounds fantastic on this bike. Make sure it's in neutral. Can you hear the ultra cool fan blowing right there? I tell you, that thing moves a whole bunch of air, cooling off that oil. That's good too. let me give it a little rev. And since I'm here, I might as well put it on a two-step, let you hear what it sounds like. It does shoot flames at nighttime. You can see flames shooting out the back. That's pretty awesome. Guys, this is a testimony to what Zipper's performance can do. When you put the proper components on a motorcycle, you have to do the things that support the horsepower. Once you get to this level of horsepower, you definitely need chain drive on the bike. And this one does have chain drive, a Zipper's Performance chain drive kit with Zipper's Performance axle locks on the back of it as well. All right, guys, well, that's it. Thank you for allowing me to show you my 2019 Harley-Davidson Street Glide. Yeah, I about said Road Glide there for a second. But this is the one that started it off. This is the one that got the channel going for me. And I will always have a special place in my heart for this motorcycle right here, because this is the one. It used to be the 124. Now I call it Zulu, and it is an absolute beast. So guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody clicking on the video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more like it, please subscribe. Also, if you don't mind, share this video. If you know someone who's building a Harley-Davidson or someone who just likes performance stuff, make sure you share this video. Guys, again, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Keep gliding, and as always, have a blessed day.